Very not so good morning. Well, it's good, but these guys don't think so, especially cousin Ayden. We've took a shower this morning, and Ayden is tired but doesn't want to go to sleep, so we're gonna nurse him, try to get him to go to bed. Vladimir is in a little bit interesting of a mood as well. Scarlet, get down. So yeah, we're gonna just get to our normal day. Down for his first nap of the day, which I'm very thankful for. He was very, very fussy. Does not feel very well today, I can tell, because he is very drooly and keeps on biting on his hand. And then Vladimir over here has some blueberries and some cherries that he's eating. This kid loves blueberries like nobody's business. As you can see, I got both boys right here by the sliding glass door, and I think we're gonna go outside. It's not too warm outside, at least not in the shade, so I'm gonna bring this blanket so I can lay Ayden down, and Vladdy's gonna go in his gym center, so it should be fun. So let's go. Yeah. Cousin Ayden crying on the floor. Hey, hey! I went to go get the boys some diapers. He just woke up and he wasn't ready to wake up, but you guys, look at this. Never a dull moment. I gotta throw that in the wash now. Someone's eating hummus and tomatoes and beans, and I'm going to try to get this little guy down for a nap. He had some medication, he had a diaper change, so he should be good. I'm down for another nap. Just went down for a nap part 2. Those warrior babies reached up into the skies above, and they let the sun down. They let the sun down. They reached up into the heavens above, and they brought the stars down. They brought the stars down. It's been a pretty rough hour here with Mommy and Vladimir and Ayden. They've been both very fussy today and just been non-stop crying. Vladimir does, I don't know what Vladimir, but basically this has been my entire day. Oh, and that's a clean diaper above his head. But this has basically been my past hour or so. Is both boys just crying and fussing and not feeling well. Me not being able to console either of the two. Ayden at the least is kind of sleepy. Vladimir does not seem like he's slowing down or is tired in the slightest. Oh, maybe if I let him play with the camera stuff, that will do it. Like I've been saying though, it's been a pretty rough day. For the past hour, these two have just been really fussy. I mean, it's been the entire day, but it's been this past hour or so that's really just dragging. It is 5 something, like almost 5:20, but Rhayemun won't be home for another half hour to maybe an hour depending on traffic. Ayden's mom, Jenny, won't be home until, I'm not sure what time she gets off of work today. I don't know if she got work off at 5, but she normally for the most part gets off around, or gets home around the same time Rhayemun does. But it's rough. It's been a really rough day. Days like today make me wonder if I really do want to, because I'm not sure if Jenny has any plans on moving out anytime soon, but we don't have any plans of kicking her out or anything like that. But if I end up having another baby, that would mean I have three to take care of. And it's very interesting. Like I said, normally these boys are amazing. They're great. Time goes by so fast, and they're such a pleasure and very pleasant to be around. But I don't think any of us have been very pleasant. My mouth hurts. I took my pain medication today. I've been taking it how I've been supposed to. how I'm supposed to be doing it. Both Ayden and Vladi got pain medication earlier because they were at one point just screaming off the top of their lungs and biting onto things, and their mouth, I think, really hurts. I got the 3 implants put in, and it was weird because they even had like this little wrench like tool to like essentially literally screw it into my mouth. So I have 2 on my right side that are right next to each other that needed to be done, and that hurt so bad. I honestly would rather go back in time to after my pain medication started wearing off when I had given birth to Vladimir than to feel like I felt like right after the numbing wore off on my mouth. It hurt so bad. I thought I was going to die. Like literally I thought I was going to die. And I started getting shaky because obviously all of that trauma to my mouth had finally like my body had started to finally feel it. Without going into too much details for people who are squeamish or anything like that, they have to cut back your gums and essentially pull it back. Gums were one of the first thing to start having feeling again. So even though the rest of my mouth was numb, I could literally feel like my bunched up gums being held down by a metal instrument, and it hurt. It put posts to make sure that where they had drilled and everything, the placement and how deep it was good, because there are 2 teeth right next to each other, and I don't know if it's because it was such a small space, but the doctor told me, but she just wanted to be confident before she put anything like for real there, which I feel like a hole in my jaw is pretty for real. But so I had to get x-rays done, and if you've ever had to get x-rays before, those x-ray film things that they put in your mouth hurt because they're like sharp. They're like these little black, I don't know what they are, Vladdy, they're these little black like film things, and they put them in your mouth, and they always cut up my tongue and my mouth, and of course I'm not trying to open up my mouth, and they're like, open up your mouth. I'm like, I can't do it. So they had to give me like a biting thing that essentially kept my mouth open for me. They were fussing up a storm, so I had to get the stupid x-rays done. I had to get the underneath my tongue like cut open several times. So then after the numbing wore off on my right side of my face, I was about done. Oh, also the wrench, the little wrench thing, got stuck in my mouth and wouldn't let go of the screw. So like the doctor was just not pulling on it, but you know, my mouth has just been cut open. It feels like it was being pulled on, so that hurt. This side went much better. She didn't cut it as much as she cut this one. I guess she made the initial cut above and where the screw was going to go in, opposed to like cutting all the way around it. So I was very thankful for her for that, because it didn't hurt at all in comparison to the other side of my face. It was like the heavens above answered my prayers. Look who's home. Ayden's mommy, yay! But yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I was super happy that my left side of my mouth didn't hurt as much as my right. I'm like, yes, great. And as you guys remember, yesterday I was eating curry. Perhaps not the smartest thing to eat, but I was starving. The last thing I'd eaten was like mango. It was way earlier in the morning. So I'm eating, and I'm eating obviously on my left side of my mouth because my right side hurts too much. And oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, when they were actually screwing the actual like implant in, it felt like the further she got in, it felt like it was gonna pop out of my jaw down here. Weird, but anyways. So I'm eating on my left side of my mouth and, you know, just chilling, and all of a sudden I kind of hurt myself. And I thought, I was like, oh, I took too big of a bite of food and it accidentally touched my like stitch or something. So I'm like, okay. So I'm still eating, and as you guys saw, my curry had like bell pepper and carrots in it. And no matter how far back I put it or how forward, it would still hurt. I'm like, that's so weird. So then whatever. So I stopped eating, and I felt like I had something stuck in my tooth. So I go to pull it out thinking it's like a piece of carrot. I'm like, great. I'm like, there's a carrot stuck in, like lodged in my stitch or something, like in the flap of skin. So I go to pull it out and it's a stitch. I'm like, oh my God. Finally has a chance to look me over, and she says, yeah, you know, since she didn't cut much of my gum, that normally it'd be fine, but since, you know, this is kind of a big procedure, she'd rather close it up, you know, and because she didn't want food going in underneath the flap. So to So my one stitch that I lost had ended up turning into 3. So 2 on that side and 1 over there, which hurt so much. I had to be numbed again, and now the side of my mouth that didn't hurt hurts. So it'll take about 4 months for them to like, I guess, adhere, grow into my jaw. Hopefully, if everything goes good, my bone will grow around it and everything will be good to go. Literally right here cooking dinner, and this little guy is too strong for his own good. You see that stool? He brought it down. I know, baby.
Oh no, you guys, Vladimir like literally has only been asleep for maybe 10 minutes, and Ali left like 2-3 minutes ago. So we're gonna go put him back to sleep, okay? Please ignore my ugly outfit. You're okay, baby. You're okay. Holy hell, an hour and a half, and I don't know if he's really even asleep. I mean, he's not fussing, but I feel like he might not really be asleep, so. Oh, I do not feel good either, you guys. I feel really sick, nauseated, like I haven't felt good since I got home. Vladimir didn't feel good, so we really thought he was going to stay down, but literally 2 minutes after Ali left, he woke up, and yeah, but I hope she's having fun Pokemon hunting. Proof I did it. An hour and a half. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he's actually asleep.
Alright everybody, I'm back from my Poke adventures. We went to go visit Zach at Grouchy John's, got a little bit of a drink. Jenny's upstairs asleep, and I am just sitting here. It's 9:02, 9:03. I'm gonna edit today's vlog. My mouth is starting to hurt again. It's the stitches are very thick, and they rub up against my inside of my mouth and in my
You were supposed to take
tongue.
the pill at 8 o'clock.
I know why my mouth
hour
hurts, because I'm an hour late on my medicine. So I will go to take that, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Hope you guys liked today's vlog. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.